I feel that was an abuse of power. So the officer coming in, telling me to leave the restaurant over something that I had done 60 days prior on the 4th of July of that time period. I think it's 2019. I lost my family. I was upset. I tried to call the manager to apologize, but the manager would not forgive me. I don't know why she wouldn't forgive me, but she said, no, you'll have to go to another restaurant. And I called her an effing, you know what, C-U-N-T. She probably should have done that either at the time of the incident. And she was very upset with me. And she told me to leave, so I left. And I went back 60 days later to get a salad, and the police showed up. So the 4th of July of that year, I did not get to spend with my family, and I had to spend it over a plate of salad at Jason's Deli. And I guess I had accidentally I got mad and pushed this little bowl of egg yolk off the table. I guess I didn't realize I'd pushed it too far, and it fell onto the other seat, and she had to clean it up and was upset. So that's the reason why. So there was a reason behind it. So I spilled a plate, and then the next time I came in 60 days later, the police were called. And so I respect that. I respect the fact that she trespassed me and told me not to go back to Jason's Deli. I respect her decision, and I think it's a wrong decision to do that, especially to put forever. Give me 6 months, I can come back. And I'd plan my schedule around going to that Jason's Deli, and I'd make sure that I'd get at least one a salad a day. At least one, and try to use that as a way of self-control so I could lose weight. I did that for a long time. I did that until I got down to about 170, and I also do a lot of jogging too. Now, one film that I did with Bulb, I think I started off at 257 pounds. And by the end of Bulb, which was about a year of filming, I got down to 157. So I lost 100 pounds for the filming of Bulb. True story. If you go to my Pigeon 1 account, you'll see how exactly skinny. I was very skinny by the end of that. One of my good playwright friends out of Fort Worth was in it. He was in it. He played a process server in it. It's about my first divorce. And he'll tell you I was very skinny by the end of that. And then I ran off to Maine. I just missed my turn. I think I can take this one here. Yeah, that's fine. So it was tough. Bulb was tough. I wanted to show what it does to a person when they lose a loved one. It's kind of Castaway. It's kind of my Castaway thing. And I don't think I started filming until I was 220 pounds. And I didn't film the stuff when I was 257. I was a big guy. I had 2 cats. Well, not 3. I had 3 cats. I had Mojo, Romeo, and Itzy. They were in the movie. No, I'm sorry. Itzy wasn't. I lost Itzy in the divorce. Itzy was the Tonkinese cat. And I lost Itzy in the actual divorce, the first divorce from my first wife, Sarah. So she took off. She said, I'm done. Goodbye. She shut the door. The blinds had the little thing like this, and that was it. Never saw her again. Haven't seen her since 2010. One of her friends coming out of Crowley was actually a film director, too. He went out to Hollywood and made the films The Strangers. Never saw her since. She was really cool. She helped me meet David Lynch and everything. She was a really cool chick. She was in the radio. She went to ABS, American Broadcast School. And she took off. So I was laying around on the couch watching, Shameless with William H. Macy. At about 257 pounds, maybe around there. Maybe not. Maybe it was something else I was watching. Something like Shameless. And this was in close to 2010, around 2010, White Settlement, Texas. And I was still working as a telemarketer at a place called Warrantech, where they sold warranties. And I didn't like it anymore. I was there for too long, like 4.5 years or something, 5 years. And I thought, this is crazy. And I had some retirement money that I had saved up. So I thought, well, let's do something different. So I started first dieting. I was eating chicken broth. Just chicken broth. All the time. Lots of chicken broth. And I went from the 257 pounds to about at least 200. lost a good 50 pounds, maybe down to 190. People start asking questions. Man, you have lost a lot of weight. Like a lot of weight. You know, it's like a Twilight Zone episode. You don't look anything like you used to look. You lost a tremendous amount of weight. I was like, yeah, I'm getting tired of being a telemarketer. They're like, what? So all of a sudden, I realized I had some retirement money. And I went, you know what? And I got down about 100 and maybe 70 pounds eventually. Now through this, probably about 190, maybe 200 or 190, maybe 210, around there, I decided I'm going to make a movie. I didn't really tell a whole lot of people. I took my retirement money that I got eventually. No, I was 100. I was about 170, I guess. I don't really remember. You know what? I don't remember how this went down, because but there were other telemarketers that had seen parts of the movie when I first started it. So I guess somewhere in there, I went ahead and cashed out my principal, which is basically like retirement, and I bought a Sony Handycam. Still have it to this day. The software's old, so I can't post on YouTube anymore. Back then I could. And the Sony Handcam I used for bulb. This was about 2010, right when Adam the Woo started his stuff. I didn't know about Adam the Woo until recently. Until about like 6 months ago, not even that, 5 months ago or 4 months ago. Just found out about those guys. Anyway, I lost a lot of weight. And as bulb was going on, I was about 220. And I think about at 170, I got real emotional and decided to leave work. And I just basically just left. And I just went full time with bulb, used my principal to live on, and some, I guess it was unemployment kind of thing, By this time, I'd gone through the whole divorce. I lost Itzy, the cat, because that went to some nurse or something. It was given to a veterinarian nurse. And I decided to make bulb, and I'll show some pictures of bulb right here, some photos of bulb. And I decided to make bulb, and I was about, I don't know, maybe like I got to like 170. I started jogging even more and more and more. I put some of my jogging in bulb, and lo and behold, I got into Jason's Deli, started eating Jason's Deli. I got down to 157 pounds. I'm 6 foot. My mom was worried about me, so she wanted me to move to Maine because it gets real cold up there and you can't run around as much, especially in the wintertime. Which I hate. That's what I hate about Maine, is the winter. It's horrible. You get stuck. You need snowshoes to get around. You really do. Listen, don't believe the movies. Maine, it is a horrible place to live in the wintertime. Horrible. Don't move there. Well, at least you like the winter. If you like the winter, if you like snow, then move there. Yeah, move to Maine. It's fine. It's fine. Stephen King's there. It's a lot of fun. I'm just lying. It's a lot of fun. I went there at about 157 pounds, and I cut off bulb at that point. I said, I won't do bulb anymore. I'm going to just write a book. So I started writing a book, and I vlogged a little bit of that, as much as I could on the Handycam. And I posted what I could. Now, I did audition for Drake Dormus, my old friend from Orange County, when I was in Maine. He did Beauty Inside, one of the first, and I'll flash it here, one of the first movies ever published on Facebook. That was my friend Drake Dormus. I auditioned for that. He didn't like my audition. I don't care. I still jog around Maine. Decided, I'm going to come back to Texas. I'm going to do something. Maybe another movie. I'll write something. Finally, I figured it out that you could vlog. I've been doing it the whole time, and I realized, wow, you can actually vlog. I can vlog stuff. And then all of a sudden, Jordan Lyne's a big movie star, and Adam the Woo is like famous. So that's kind of why I throw them in the mix, because they're really good at it. They kind of structured it, found out certain things, there's filming locations, there's all this stuff. It's a whole entire movement. So I think it's completely cool. I'm totally into it. The Grim Life Collective showed up. All these people showed up, and they started following these patterns and formalistic rules about that you can go out there on YouTube and you can go, hey, look over there, that's a filming location. And you can start filming it and lining up shots. And I thought, wow, this is absolutely brilliant. And they started making money off of it. And they're like real famous. I thought this is really cool. Now, how can I throw David Lynch in the picture? Because I met David Lynch. So I just thought, well, I'll just do what I want to do, and that will be like being respectful to David Lynch. And I'll get note cards, like 70 of them. I'll try to do a feature film and write screenplays and do it all and just vlog it all the way to the Academy Award kind of thing. That's what this is about. I'm going to show you some clouds. So I'm glad that the Constitution of the United States is still in effect. Now, there was kind of a revolution that happened on January 6th. It was a little scary. I think the guys are cool. They went in there and they vlogged the whole thing. They kicked in the White House doors, started vlogging people getting killed. Police officers died. Everything was vlogged. It was a complete revolution, and it was all on these little devices. Now, do I think that you should go around killing police officers? No, but I think they better watch out because we got revolutionaries, and they better not abuse any power. And they certainly did during January 6th because we kicked some butt. There's a plane right there. Now, of course, it was sad, but hey, Ashley Babbitt got killed. She got shot point blank, and I think that's cool. I mean, that's not cool. I think it's horrible. I don't think it's cool that she got shot. I think it's horrible. What I mean is that I think it's cool that it happened, but it's sad that she got shot and killed. But I think she gave up her life so that we could express ourselves. So when she tried to climb through that little window, I thought it was horrible that she got killed. I really did. I'm sad for her family. I'm sad for all of that. But I think it's cool that she lived to the very extreme, to the very end, and she made a point that we have the right to express ourselves, and we have the right to protest. We have the right to do what we need to do to get things done, right? Whether you like it or not, I don't care, right? You protest, you go against it, you resist, right? It's another good movie, Jesse Eisenberg, called Resist. Resist is actually a really good film with Jesse Eisenberg. I might throw something up here. I have connections with Marcel Marceau, so I study with some of the people. That's why I do some of this stuff. I studied with some of his people that studied with, the French Resistance, basically. Marcel Marceau, he was French Resistance. So some of the stuff he was doing was probably helping the military in some way or another. So the guy that trained me or helped me in a lot of stuff, he actually knew Marcel Marceau personally, and they've even written books about him. And they finally made it Resist with Jason Eisenberg. I knew about Resist like a year before it even came out. When they first started Principal Photography, I knew all about it. Knew the guy that was directing it was connected to like Brazil or something like that, some kind of director. And Jesse Eisenberg was chosen to play Marcel Marceau. And I haven't seen it. I've only seen the trailer. But Marcel Marceau was quite the hero because he resisted. There was bullies during that time in France, especially the Nazis, who were killing people. And they even were killing children. So he took like 10,000 children and escaped France. He did something. I heard about this stuff far before the movie came out. My friend Greg, who is a mime, he actually told me, and some other people told me by word of mouth, that they hid, like in the forest, and they hid their passports and stuff like that in sandwiches, in picnic baskets. And they traveled across all the way like Switzerland or Austria or Switzerland or something like that. And all these kids were following them. And they saved all these people's lives because they resisted. Now, those kids would be dead if people just sat around. Were they vlogging? They weren't vlogging, but they probably would have vlogged. Maybe. They might have. But they didn't vlog, but Marcel Marceau was still kind of in his head vlogging in a way until he finally created BIP and became a great mime. So I had studied with a lot of these people. So I have a history. I'm not really a complete revolutionary, but listen, if there's going to be abuse of power, we're going to stop that abuse of power real quick. Some say BIP, some say beep. But anyway, regardless, Marcel Marceau was kind of a hero of those who resist and protest and stuff. But he did it with mime. So they're driving, it's like, police reported ahead. There's a crash reported ahead. Something's funny about the robotic voice on Waze. There's police reported ahead. Police reported ahead. There's a crash.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Yeah, there it goes. Freaking sogs up the mic big time and clogs it up really bad. I'm trying to listen to that song right along here. It's kind of like, well, yeah, those things happen, And from now until morning, I created a character called Pastor Wreck. And my friend played it, and he actually went out and got in a wreck. I hope that was an accident, but we tried to do that one too, which is like a little shorts film. out in Fort Worth. I think this might be the right way, right up this way right here. There's always a 50-50, you know? So it's like divorce, you know? So when you get married, you got a 50-50 shot. It's always 50-50. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. Both of my marriages were 50-50 in the wrong direction. They both landed on tails, not heads, but tails. So now I'm on Parish Lane, and I took the wrong exit. It was a 50-50 shot. I was vlogging. I went right. No, I went left. So maybe you should always go right. And we'll figure it out later. So I have a new mission. I'm going to find a house. So I figured if I get like a house for $144,000 and I get a mortgage for 20 years, roughly I could probably pay monthly about $600 a month. Because over a period it's $7,000 or something like that. You math geniuses, go to town. Go to town. Go to town. Right? So I find a small house, $144,000, around that range, nothing major, right? Kind of a small little house somewhere in the country or something. And I go for that kind of thing. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I don't really care. I can vlog anything. They got internet all over the place. You know, it's fine. So I'm going to try to do that. And I'm going to vlog the house. And I'm going to vlog the whole thing. Going to the bank, the whole thing, until I actually get the house. So when I come across it, I'll find it. Pray for me. Say a prayer. And I'll go and I'll find this house. And I'm gonna vlog it. And I'm going to vlog the sign on the house. I'm going to vlog the for sale experience, you know, the whole thing. I'm going to vlog it, and then I'm going to go into a bank, and I'm going to vlog the whole thing, the bank that I go into and everything, and I'm going to get myself into a small little country house, and we're going to go from there, like David Foster Wallace style kind of thing, but only like vlogging, and then maybe I'll write a book there and all kinds of stuff. It's not going to have a yard like that, but it'll have some privacy, because it's important. You know, you don't want neighbors banging on walls when you're trying to start a rock and roll band kind of thing. If that's what's going on, I don't know. I'm guessing film production company, maybe music too. Throw a little bit of mime in there or something, but mostly just music and film, and maybe a book or something like that. You know, we'll find some kind of house, and I'm gonna vlog like the whole thing to the very, you know, closing cell and everything. So we're gonna do that. We got to come across the house first. The guy forced me to make a right-hand turn right here. Don't know why, but he's behind me. It's people being crazy, that kind of thing.